Hello, beautiful soul. My name is Kylie. Welcome to the Goddess Within program. Collectively, we are Embody Nadora. We are your hosts throughout this amazing journey, and you will get to meet and share time with Ebony, Tracy, and myself in various ways within each module. We are each honoured to walk with you and are so grateful for your choice to walk with us. This introductory module is the first step in awakening to the value of being authentic and feeling free to express that authenticity by embracing the goddess within you. So, what is a modern day goddess? Because the concept is typically or archetypically depicting an immortal being, but what I really want you to know and to begin to absorb into your very being is that as women, we are each the physical embodiment of the primordial goddess energy of Earth. So what are the immortal qualities that might qualify you as a modern day goddess? And what can you do to become one? In every moment and from this point onwards, I want you to remember that where you stand right now is exactly where you are supposed to be at this moment. And that every time you hear us refer to a goddess archetype, quality, or element, we are referring to a part of you. You are a modern day goddess, remembering her path and her power. A modern day goddess is a woman just like you who sees and honors all pieces of herself as natural and therefore alive with sacred perfection. Any woman of any age can radiate with complete self-acceptance and liberty as she chooses to value herself as a unique expression of divine life force, instead of trying to become the perfect idea of a woman that she thinks everyone else wants her to be. In fact, outgrowing this ideal of the perfect woman is the first step to realizing that such a thing doesn't actually exist. That, in fact, all is perfect, all is divine, and this may likely be why you find yourself here with us. Every ideal version of a woman is different, and depending on which feminine archetype is ruling over your energy, your aspirations will change. But none of these ideals will really make you happy and content if they are not in balance with the other archetypes. The very concept of a perfect woman is a myth primarily pushed by advertising that's just wanting women to compulsively buy products in the name of self-improvement. TV lies to us. Magazines lie to us. The radio, billboards, catalogue, all of it, pushing us to crave and compete for an existence built not on what we actually want, but on what we have been conditioned or programmed to believe that we want. And even though we may sometimes wish we had a flatter stomach or nicer clothes, a different hairdo, or even nicer things within our home, these things do not make a goddess. A goddess doesn't doubt her femininity. She doesn't feel small or play small in comparison to others. She doesn't need to convince anyone to see anything in her that she isn't already. And that's what we want for you too. To consciously embody this goddess principle from the inside out. The archetypes that you will meet and unlock within may be known to you as the characters of history, myths, and legends. But these are not just stories. They are intuitive accounts of our collective universal experience from the very moment of the creation of life. Universe literally means one verse, one story experienced and lived through many different ways. These stories teach us about the lessons of conflict and personal strengths and weaknesses that our soul might meet along this earth journey. Within this journey, you will meet the goddesses of the Greek pantheon, but they relate to many other archetypes, and you may find yourself resonating more with any of the other historical cultures or even with the modern day equivalents portrayed in the movies. The name you use is not important, as the energy behind each archetype is connected. So just trust your intuition to show you the way. The goddess within will walk with you through a journey of personal insight and understanding by revealing to you the roles that these 7 feminine archetypes play in your life. And this will enable you to make the transition and grow out of a place that feels compressed and in need of the approval of others, and move into a space of feeling free and connected to your own worth, your own beauty, and your own intuition. This is a journey of awakening the feminine flow within you that will be both life-changing and eternal, because it goes way beyond the surface, deep into your heart to shift your inner perspectives about who you are and why. I'm sure on some level we are all aware of times in our lives when we have felt devalued, tired, not good enough, or scared to express ourselves. The roles we become used to playing can alter our natural tendency to express ourselves as who we really are, and we can shut ourselves off from recognizing and tending to our own needs and our own desires, to even such an extent that when we are being our truest self, other people don't even recognize us and cannot truly see us. Without even realizing it, the feminine archetypes within us form the basis of all of our unlearned patterns of behavior. And it is from this reservoir of often normal human experience that we create shadows over ourselves that discreetly influence our actions and our reactions. Throughout every module, you will meet each of these aspects within you and learn to integrate her completely and lovingly into your life, so that you show up fearlessly and honestly in every part of your life. This can have dramatic positive effects on not only yourself, but also on your relationships, your career, and even your physical health. How often have you observed yourself playing a role in a scenario completely conscious of your every move? How often have you noticed the same or similar scenario unfolding within your life again and again, over and over, only maybe in a different time and maybe with different people? What part does this mean that you play in the creation of these scenes and situations? The truth is, you play the only part. I understand that in the beginning, when we are first called to this type of journey to awakening to our goddess energy, it can be hard to hear that life is actually unfolding exactly as we are allowing it to, that we are the reason things are happening the way that they are. But the soul governs this journey, and the soul doesn't make mistakes. So there is no way to cheat. There is no way to skip a lesson or two. The soul knows that the value of each life is in the learning, that the treasure is the power to choose, and that power of choice is available to you in every single moment. As women, we are not without ego, but in general, our ego self is often portrayed in a different light. It can be uncomfortable for us to accept that we are causing our own inner and outer life situations. We are sensitive beings. We can take things personally, and we can often blame ourselves for so much. But owning our goddess power is twofold, because yes, things do unfold according to your creation, but also things unfold according to your creation. This means that the only person with any power in your life at all is you. The only thing ever standing in your way is you.